A black market arms dealer, his name whispered in the halls of power, never spoken aloud in fear of consequence. He was a king in the underworld of war, supplying weapons to anyone who could pay, no matter the blood cost. With every transaction, more lives were lost, more families shattered, and more chaos spread across the globe. For him, war was not tragedy, it was profit. He believed himself untouchable. Even when international authorities closed in, he slipped through the cracks, greasing the right palms, vanishing before any judgment could fall upon him. But there are some crimes no bribe can erase. There is a justice that goes beyond the reach of human law. And it was waiting for him. Lucifer had watched long enough. One cold night, the dealer closed his latest sale, another country on the brink of war, another fortune in his pocket. He smiled, unaware that his time was up. As he turned to leave, the world around him shifted. The warehouse where he had done his dirty work melted away, replaced by a battlefield. The air thickened with the smell of smoke and blood. Explosions echoed in the distance. He found himself standing in the heart of a war zone, one he had helped create but never had to endure. Before him stood Lucifer, calm, collected, his dark eyes locking onto the dealer with a judgment that needed no words. The dealer's arrogance flared for a moment, but it quickly faded as he realized this was not an ordinary confrontation. "You've made a fortune off death," Lucifer began, his voice like a blade cutting through the smoke. "Now, you'll pay the price." The dealer tried to speak, to defend his actions, but the words caught in his throat. And then the true punishment began. He was thrust into the very chaos he had fueled for so long. The weapons he once sold became his burden, heavy in his hands. He was not just a spectator to the carnage anymore, he was in the center of it. Gunfire rang out, and he found himself under attack, scrambling for cover, his heart racing with fear. But no matter where he ran, no matter what weapon he reached for, the violence never stopped. It was relentless, endless, a war without escape. He was trapped in a world of destruction, forced to fight for his survival with the very tools he had once profited from. Every shot fired, every explosion felt like a blow to his soul. The screams of the innocent rang in his ears, a haunting reminder of the lives he had destroyed with his greed. He tried to defend himself, but the battlefield was unforgiving. There was no victory here, only the endless cycle of violence he had helped perpetuate. Days passed. Or was it months? Time lost all meaning in this hellish existence. The dealer, once a man of power and wealth, was now nothing more than a desperate survivor in the war he had wrought. Exhaustion weighed heavy on him, but the punishment continued. In the distance, he saw Lucifer, watching. Always watching. "Is this justice?" The dealer cried out in desperation. "How long will this last?" Lucifer's eyes met his, and with a voice like thunder, he answered, "As long as it takes for you to understand." The dealer collapsed to his knees, the weight of his sins pressing down on him like 1,000 stones. He had fueled the suffering of countless lives, and now, in this eternal battlefield, he would live through every one of their nightmares. This was the price of greed, the consequence of selling death for profit. And so, the black market arms dealer fought on, not for wealth, not for power, but for the hope of an end that would never come. In the endless war he had helped create, Lucifer had passed his judgment, and there would be no escape. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more epic tales. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.